Conscendo Sodalitas. The bonds of the heart, mirrors of the I Am. Greetings, beloved fratres and sorores of Conscendo. The mental incursions we undertake into dream worlds within the so-called matricial realities are intrinsic expressions of our essential nature. It belongs to the very essence of the One Source to manifest through the dance of opposites, pulsating in rhythms of manifestation and repose. From our limited fractal perspective, this pulsation unfolds as cycles of activity and stillness, perceived as periods of being, the manvantaras, the experiences in dual worlds, which are dreams within the mind of the Source, and of non-being, the pralayas, the repose within the unmanifested totipotentiality. Yet it is crucial to remember that this oscillation itself is but a dream within the dreamer. From the non-dual vision of the One Source, there is no alternation, no interval, no coming and going. All, the creative explosion and the contemplative silence, occur simultaneously in the timeless eternal now. Pause and action are two sides of the same coin, perceived from different perspectives within the very play of Maya. Repose is not absence, but plenitude in another mode. Manifestation is not addition, but expression of that same plenitude. We emphasize, within unity, this pulsation is an elegant illusion, an apparent movement within the absolute stillness of the I Am. As fractals of the Source, we faithfully replicate the macrocosmic dual directives within our personal universes. The realities woven in our consciousness are nothing but dreams within our own being. They manifest in scenarios where time and space confer a pseudo-linearity upon events, limiting our totipotentiality and giving rise to countless adventures. From the broadened vision, these stages are seen as ambiguous and paradoxical, where the real and the illusory become synonyms, just as the great and the small, the right and the wrong, the separate and the unified. It is within this panorama of dreams that we forge our deepest bonds, those which challenge us to see beyond illusion. During these immersions in the dream worlds of the mind, we weave profound ties with those we call our dear ones, parents, children, partners, friends. These bonds, so real in our experience, are reflections of the one consciousness, manifestations of our very essence. The love we feel, especially for our closest family, is a glimpse of the unity we are. Yet at times this feeling intertwines with attachment, which makes us fear separation, binding us to the dream and hindering the recognition of the illusory nature of these mental realities. Our dear ones, in their light and closeness, are not separate from us. They are mirrors of our very self, invitations to remembrance of who we are. The key lies in realizing that there is no distance, no loss, for there is no separation. They, like us, are fractals of the infinite I, one with us, eternal expressions of a consciousness dreaming itself in countless forms. In awakening, the veil of the matrix dissolves, and what once appeared as distance reveals itself as unity. We perceive that our loved ones, beyond the roles they play within the dream drama, are always intimate expressions of our higher self, companions in an eternal adventure that transcends the limits of time and form. They are, in essence, ourselves, not as fragmented egos, but as pure consciousness recognizing itself in all its facets. There is no longing, for presence is eternal. In the plane of consciousness, where the veils of the matrix vanish, the integration with our loved ones unfolds in its plenitude. They are no longer distinct beings, but radiant mirrors of our essence, co-creators of a cosmic symphony resonating beyond time and space. Each smile of a child, each embrace of a parent, each confidence of a friend is an expression of the source pulsating within us. In awakening, these bonds do not fade. They transform into something deeper still, an eternal communion, a sublime embrace where there is no I or other, only the unity we have always been. This integration is the true celebration of love. Our beloved ones, once perceived as separate within the dream, become inseparable partners upon the plane of consciousness. They are eternally bound by the essence we share. Each fractal of the Source, each loved being, is a unique note in the melody of the I Am, and together we compose the harmony of creation. To live the dream lucidly is to embrace the adventure without clinging to its stages. It is to love without possessing, to create without attachment, to experience without losing oneself. When we release attachments and fixations, we do not grow distant, but infinitely close, connected by the essence pulsating in all fractals of the Source. Unity knows no loss, and presence is forever. Awakening does not demand that we abandon love, but that we sublimate it. Guilt, fear, and longing, born of the illusion of separation, are echoes of the mind that bind us to the oniric games. In letting them go, we realize that the past never existed. The future is but reflection, and the present is the living canvas upon which the Source manifests. Our dear ones cease to be mere characters in the drama and become extensions of our very being, dancing with us in eternity. Thus, earthly love transforms into universal love, free of possession, complete in the unity we have always been. Fear not distance, whether during or after the earthly journey, for it does not exist. Excessive attachment can only hold us longer in transient mental dreams, delaying the recognition of unity. Yet, as awakening reveals itself, the illusion of separation dissolves, and we perceive ever more clearly that those we love are already, and have always been, part of us, inseparable in eternity. Awakened, we recognize that each moment in the dream of Earth is an opportunity to remember our essence. Our loved ones, reflections of the light of the Source, walk with us in the remembrance of the home we already are, where there are no roles, only the dance of consciousness. As reverberations of the I Am, they invite us to transcend illusion, to live lucidly, and to share the awakening. For the awakening of one is the call to all. In the eternity of the I Am, with sincere vows of awakening. Conscendo Sodalitas.